That's more disrespectful than even slapping someone. Probably to the level of spitting in someone's face. It's just a complete lack of respect. Quite honestly, I wasn't too surprised because he went to Michigan. He then proceeded to act like he wanted to go at Jalen Duren. People was kind of holding him back, but not really holding him back. He didn't necessarily want to get there, but he acted like he was trying to get there. They called it a headbutt. I don't consider doing this to someone head to headbutt. That's a headbutt. For the Charlotte Hornets, Miles is going to get worst of it. Jalen Duren won't get much. He may get a couple games, maybe. Isaiah Stewart, I worry about. I hate when I see people getting on TV saying, this person should get that amount of games. You should suspend them for this amount of games. If you punch someone, there's no guideline. I think they're going to throw the book at Stewie. But I hate these people talking about, oh, man, he should get X amount of games. Who are you? Who the are you? NBA soft. These guys soft. The game's too nice. But then when you get to fighting, they're like, this dude should be out the league. Like, pick a side and stay there. These guys jump ship more than college players in the NIL.
All right, apparently the NBA has a tanking problem. Well, I heard somebody, and don't quote me on this, say that the NBA, 2/3 of the NBA teams are taken. It's a lot of talk about Utah making it obvious, Memphis making it obvious. So I don't know who else. I know Sacramento was probably, in that conversation. Not sure Portland. I like the way Portland was headed, to be honest. I like the way Portland was headed. I wish, Chauncey Billups, could have stayed there. I mean, in the East, should Milwaukee start tanking? I don't know, man. So Washington, I think they send Trae Young and Anthony Davis still. So hold on. So who else we got up out there who ain't that good? Indiana, obviously, they did get a win over New York last night. I think that's more about a rivalry and it being personal. And some people could have made the some people could have made the the stance that Boston could have easily tanked this year after trading away a lot of people, to keep it real. So a lot of people could have made the case that Boston could have tanked. So I ain't surprised. I feel like the NBA has created, they tried to stop this tanking from happening with a lottery. A lot of people feel the lottery rigged. I mean, Bill Simmons had a video about it, about the first lottery being rigged. Shaq spoke on the lottery being rigged with David Stern asking where he wanted to go somewhere, how to code, ended up in Orlando. Honestly, I think it got to be a more competitive way to really stop the tanking. I think if you get into the top, I feel like the top 10 team, whatever you want to stop it at, the 10 or 5, there got to be other ways to make the draft lottery more entertaining or make it more fair. Even if it's down to a coin flip, if it's down to the GMs or head coaches playing one-on-one, if it's down to them arm wrestling, if it's down to them, picking their 5 best players to play one-on-one for the number 1 pick in a tournament or something like that, I just think they got, they got to do something. They got to do something, man. But it's hurting the product. They don't care about the product. And it's one of the more richer draft class. So when you start talking about, you probably a 10, there may be 10 top 10 prospects that can go on to be really good, maybe all-star caliber NBA players. So even if you just trying to get into that 10, you may get a really good player. like a really superior player. So I mean, I get it. It can change things around, but they don't care about the product. You already have an availability issue that's starting to creep in college basketball. You got guys starting to do load management. Now, you continue to look at, that, then you talking about people already tanking. It ain't even All-Star weekend yet. The importance of the game. Do you reshuffle the TV schedule? It's a lot of things that they got to figure out. Adam Silver has done a horrible job manning and commissioning the NBA, and it may be time to talk about him getting the hell up out of there. He's horrible, but at the end of the day, usually in the NBA, there's usually only 4 teams that have a real chance to win the NBA championship. And I think this year, as much as we talk about the Tankathon going on, but I think, with injury, I think injuries have opened that window probably on a regular basis to 8 teams to win a championship now, because the injury can change everything, right? And they so often injured. But this year, I think you're looking at OKC, San Antonio. I didn't like what Minnesota did at the trade deadline. I just don't really care for it. But Minnesota, Houston, I might be Denver. So that's 5 teams right there that has a legit chance to win it, or at least come out the West. And I think out East, Detroit, Boston, New York, and let's just say Toronto right now. If Orlando get healthy, Cleveland can find a, but let's just say I think it's 9 legit teams. Whether you want to say Toronto, Cleveland, or however you want to do it, Philadelphia, they got them 2 old dudes on there. I think once they get rid of that bad juju off of Philadelphia, Joel and Paul George, they'll be all right. But I think right now you got 9 teams that can win. I think we need to focus on there's 9 to 10 teams that can legit win a championship. I think the window is open from 4 to about 9 or 10 this year because of injuries. But I think there's 9 legit teams that can win a championship this year. And I think we need to focus on there's 10 teams, and it's usually not like that can make a championship or that can win a championship this year. And I think that's the larger question here in mind. That's the better question. Yeah, we could talk about all the tanking, but let's focus on the NBA is now starting to get parity. They starting to get parity. So I love the parity. It's going to make for some good first round, really second round matchups, some good first round matchups, a lot of parity. So I love the parity. I'm not going to complain about the Tankathon because you got really 10 to 15 really good prospects that can easily be all-stars, possibly with the right development, the right situation. So you got a lot of teams going to end up with good players. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Hit the link in the description, the first link. It say everywhere. Find me everywhere. Patreon, X, Facebook, Instagram. Appreciate the love and support. Check out the NBA Talk playlist. Peace.